Build your dreams, build your dreams. Shut your hole. Get in and shut the doors. Sealion 7 over a Tesla Model Y.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam, and today we've got a really cool one because we've got a super early look at the Sealion 7, which is behind me. Ollie's over there. What we're going to do, tell them a bit more about it.
Oh my goodness, I had to do it. Sealion 7. Now, I'm super pumped because this car, you can't even spec on the website here in the UK. It's so new. So today, we can't drive it, but we will do at a later date. But I can show you inside of the car, show you some of the premium materials, and I've got quite a few reasons why you should be picking the Sealion 7 over the Tesla Model Y. If that sounds good, keep watching. Just to let you guys know, we release an episode every single Friday. Next week, we test out the brand new Kia Exceed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. Let's look at some alternatives to the BYD Sealion 7 that starts at £44,990 then. Here are the alternatives. Ford Mustang Mach-E starts at £50,830. The Tesla Model Y at £46,990. The Kia EV6, which looks fancy, at £45,245. Maybe you want the Hyundai Ioniq 5 at £43,150. Finally, the affordable version, the VW ID4, is the most affordable at £37,800. Which one do you think is the best?
A quick thank you to BYD for having us. Because me and Ollie at Car Chat TV, our channel's not super big, so we haven't been on any press things for the Sealion 7, so we've had to come all the way to our local dealership and strike them up and say,
on a Saturday,
let us in on a Saturday to film with the Sealion 7. So here we are. So comment down below what you think of BYD, because I'm actually interested.
Here are 3 reasons why you need to be looking at a Sealion 7 over a Tesla Model Y. The interior is much better than the Model Y. The quality, the feel, it just feels so premium. We've got Napa leather on this Excellence trim, beautiful steering wheel, and lovely material on the inserts of the doors too. Probably the biggest reason is that it's cheaper. If you look at the lower spec Tesla Model Y and the lower spec Sealion 7, this is £2,000 cheaper than the Model Y. Now it is subjective, but the looks of the Sealion 7 compared to the blob-like Model Y. Look at these lights, look how gorgeous they are. Bonus one, Tesla, you can't use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you can do in the BYD. The rear space you get in the Sealion 7 is actually bigger than that of the Model Y. I forgot to mention the Excellent trim with the 230 kilowatt max charge will actually charge faster than the Tesla Model Y. You get 6 years warranty with the vehicle itself, and then you get 8 years warranty with the battery.
Here he is in the office. Ollie, talk to me about pricing for these BYD Sealion 7s.
Well, hello, welcome to my office first. I hope you like how I have decorated. But we're going to talk about some prices because the bottom trim, the Comfort, starts at £44,990. That's £2,000 cheaper than the lower trim level Tesla Model Y. So that's handy. Then if you want to step up to design, you're looking at around 50k. That is going to add another motor on your axle, so it's going to become all-wheel drive, but will reduce the range. And then the top trim level, the Excellence, is what we're working with today. That's going to be around 55k. But you're going to get 523 brake horsepower and 0 to 62 in 4.5 seconds. I told you the trims. Which one would you like to go for? Let me know in the comments, because I've got to get back to work. We shouldn't be in there. Quick, it's the MD's office. MD's office. Shut.
Okay, so let's talk about the exterior of this Sealion 7, what it's like from the outside, because it is quite a talking point of a car. What's your honest opinion? Go on. Would you rate it?
I've always loved this car, and that car is this car. Look at the front. I rate it highly. These lights, absolutely.
So this is quite a good comparison, because look, front of the Sealion 7, front of the Seal, they look fairly similar design language.
I'd say these are a little bit more aggressive.
The front angle looks aggressive enough, but also a balance between not too sporty. You know what I mean?
20-inch rims on this Excellence. Well, do you know what is actually a little bit off-putting? Is you think it's a design, but it isn't the design trim, it's an Excellence. But what BYD do is they've got these caps and they put them on all cars, and I don't think they've made BYD Comfort, BYD Excellence. So even though it's an Excellence trim, someone might look at this and go, oh no, it's a design, it says design. But they put that everywhere. Look, for example, this is an Excellence. And what have you got down there? BYD design.
I think it just means that they've designed the design.
If you were to spec one of these cars, which you can't do on the website, in a year's time, like another year, you will pay £1,100 to choose paint. So if you get one early, you'll save yourself £1,100. If you get one in about a year, you're going to be forking out another £1,100 for a colour.
Like these door handles, they look pretty cool. Go in nice and flush. They've got sort of crossover cladding around the wheels, which I'm not sure how I feel about it, because let me show you quickly just how big this car is, because it's hard to get scale just from a YouTube video, but I would say it's a fairly mid-size SUV sort of size with the swooping back, which, you know, I personally would like it bigger.
You thought it was going to be bigger, you said that.
I thought it was going to be bigger, but I feel like there's a bigger version coming from BYD. Round the back then, I feel like this is its best angle.
Yeah, I like this. I like this little plastic diffuser down here. I enjoy these lights that you've got, very similar to that of the Seal Saloon. I wondered why they didn't use these in the plug-in hybrid Seal U. Now I know why, because they were saving it for this car, which is a Seal Saloon just jacked up. So you've got these gorgeous ocean water droplets.
These look really nice, and you don't have build your dreams. No. It's just BYD, which is much better.
This doesn't really stick out as much. It's pretty flush.
Got like a little spoiler here as well, which is nice to see. So
no windscreen wiper though.
No windscreen wiper.
You're going to have to use the aerodynamics to do the war. But I do know some people still complain and go, if you're sat still and there's a load of water, I still would like a windscreen wiper option, which I do get, but it does look a little bit more uniform without it.
I do like the design of this car. I feel like it looks fairly smart. What would you rate it out of 10? Go on then, hit me.
Oh God, 10. I would say a solid 8.5, 9. What about you?
I'm going to rate this car a solid 7 out of 10 with the looks.
One interesting fact you might want to hear about is that BYD say that this Sealion 7, the motors they use can spin up to 23,000 revolutions per minute. That's actually the highest of any motor on a mass-produced vehicle. So that's pretty impressive, right? What do you guys think of that? Let's talk about range with the Sealion 7 then, because actually that's quite a big talking point, because the comfort trim will do 300 miles of range with the rear wheel drive. Then you've got the design trim, which will do 283 because that becomes all-wheel drive. And then you've got the Excellence, which has a bigger battery, and that will do 311. But the thing is, if you go for the lower trim level Tesla Model Y, that does 373. So immediately, although this is £2 cheaper, you're getting 73 miles more with a Model Y. Now, some people are going to care about that. I feel like they should push this range-wise a little bit more. What do you guys think? Is 300 miles enough for you? Let's check out the Sealion 7's boot space. It's got a little sticker here which shows you where to put your fingers, which is good for the button. Now we've got 520 litres of boot space, and when you open this up, it's a little bit disappointing. You kind of look at it and go, oh, it doesn't look that big. But underneath here, definitely usable. Nice big cavity there, you can see. It's flushed and all curves down. You've got your parcel shelf here as well with a 60-40 split, some netted elements to the side. But BYD do prioritise... Hi there, BYD. They do prioritise the rear space for the passengers over the boot space. So that's why the boot space is a little bit less. But let me know in the comments what you think. Is 520 litres of boot space enough for you? But does it have a frunk? Yes! I love that, 58 litres of frunk space. That is definitely very practical. Got a little bit of carpet in there as well. Thought I'd pull that out and show you. I would put my cables in there and free up as much boot space as possible. Let me know your thoughts on the front. Let's talk about charging then with the Sealion 7. 2 batteries, the bigger battery, the Excellence, this one can charge max 230 kilowatts, which will do 10 to 80% in 24 minutes. The Comfort and the Design trims can do a max charge of 150 kilowatts, which will do 10 to 80% in 32 minutes. If you do it on a 7 kilowatt wall box, that's 12 hours and 34 minutes from 0 to 100%. Let me know what you think about those times.
All right, guys, so we're gonna have a little look around the interior of the Sealion 7. So let me turn you around. Let's start off with this whopper in the middle there. It's quite good. You can see the car there. It's quite cool, isn't it? It's quite fancy. Quite cool. What do you think? Do you like
I think it's great. I think with every BYD model, every new one comes out is a little bit better, and I think this is proof of that. The interior, the quality of the materials. This is the Excellence trim, best steering wheel. The buttons have been upgraded from that of the Seal Saloon. You've still got the 15.6.
This is soft.
I know.
This is soft.
It's good, isn't it? But
It's
also,
lovely.
look, biggest thing, on the Seal, this is stuck on. This is all integrated into this gorgeous dash.
It's flush, but I would have liked to have seen this whole thing to be a screen, because this,
Yeah,
this
imagine
does
that.
move around with the ambient lighting, which is also lovely, but it could just be that extra level of luxury. The doors are really cool though. They're quite, like, I don't know, they're just designed really well. It's just sort of the whole thing's
It's a nice
handle.
profile, isn't it? It's rather than having a flat door,
Yeah.
for example, you've got almost like aerodynamic
know.
in your doors. So you've
It's
got
something a little bit different, which is nice to see. Moving on to the middle of the car, we've got a wireless phone charger here.
Not just that, mate, a 50 kilowatt wattage one.
50 kilowatts?
So it does it faster.
Jesus.
And look, it's cooled. It's got vents to cool your phone so it won't overheat.
It's just 50 watts. And then
Yeah,
this-
no, that's
this-
what I did. I added a K for effect.
Yeah, this doesn't charge your phone, but this is quite nice, a little knob that you can play with. 2 cup holders in the middle here, and then let's have a look at the cavity that you get in the middle here. Can you get your fist in there?
Bloody can I, boy? Look at that. Get dual fistage.
That's actually quite deep. Get loads of stuff in there.
Quality of that though, Adam. Come on, I know you love a good hinge. Look at this. That is a good. That's a decent hinge in it.
Oh yeah.
Good cup holders as well. Here.
Yeah, that's nice. What do these buttons do?
I think they're to do with that bottom bit. You know, you could lift one out. Look. So if I push that down, see?
Oh, you can
and then
push it down.
that brings them up. See?
What?
That's cool.
That's a cool.
It's like a hydraulic. Can you get that on camera? Finger that down to the bottom. Go. Oh, you can have races. Cup holder races.
That is the most boring thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know. So everything is pretty similar. If you've been in a Seal, you've got your regen button here. So you've got larger or standard. If we're being honest, there's not much difference. I'd leave it on the larger. I would like to see flappy paddles. I think that's the best way. Then you've got your modes here, guys. So Snowland. Snowland it's called. Look, Snowland.
Snowland.
Sport, normal, eco. One cool little thing in sport. Let me show you this, guys. So I've got it in sport. I'm going to press this button on my steering wheel here and press and hold it down, and I can do a little timer, 0 to 60. Look, it's like a little arcade.
That is like a little arcade.
Except you've got to be doing it obviously on the road and on a private track or whatever you want to do it.
That's a cool little feature, because this is actually quite a quick car. But that's the sort of profile. Leg room is pretty good. It just feels like a luxury place to be. It just feels like really nice, doesn't it?
I'd say premium. I think that's the one thing with BYD. If someone asks you any questions and says, oh, what are they like? People are going to say the interior is really lovely. They are premium. This one is the new Sealion 7, so it's just one up in the old one. Newer software, crisper screens.
Moving to any negatives that you don't like about the interior, because we don't want to be, you know, overly positive, because, you know, BYD aren't paying us.
Oh yeah, someone did put on a comment, are you having a backhander from the Chinese? I thought a backhander was like a slap round the face, but yeah, I think it was a payout. But we are not. We are just being honest, and it's pretty obvious when anyone gets in a car like this, you are going to notice the finer materials. Things we don't like, do you know what? It's pretty hard, right? Because we're in the Excellence trim. Oh, I have got one actually. I'll tell you what. I couldn't find this earlier, so I'm going to tell you about it now. So, you'd think, how do I open the frunk? Well, you think you might be able to do it on here, kind of like a Tesla, but you can't. This actually changes the colour of the car, so you can, it's quite fancy and do bits like that. Anyway.
Where'd you do it?
Shine the camera down here, mate. Right.
Shine the camera.
Oh, where's the lever? Now, I'm going to tell you, this.
Wow.
There is a lever. There is a lever there,
Go on,
but
then.
it is
Show the people.
here. And here.
It's a secret one.
So it's completely flush and hidden. So unless you get your melon of a head underneath to look underneath, you're not going to see it.
Yeah, you need
So you
to know what you're looking for.
You need to know what you're looking for. So that's really the only negative. I can't. We listen to the sound system as well. The Dyne audio.
Sounds system
peachy.
seems pretty good. The ambient lighting's nice. This could be better.
I'll tell you what else. I found something else.
Go on then.
This car is going to have a lot of bings and bongs as well, because it's got a system that stares at you. Where do they normally put that?
Bings and bongs.
On here.
On there, yeah.
Guess what? Chinese are clever. It's there. It's on the pillar.
Cheeky Chinese.
It's on the, there we go. So that will tell you if your eyes are moving a lot. When we film to camera, it's always saying, stop off for a coffee. You need a break. So it is a bit annoying. They are coming in on a lot of new cars now, which just turn them all off. That's the best way around it. But I just thought I'd show you that because that is kind of hidden. In other brands, I normally see it on the steering column, but so there you go.
Jump on in.
Look, I'm not even joking. Look how vast this is. Look at my knee room.
That's a lot of knee room. I feel like the back almost feels bigger than the front. Okay, so in the back, first thing I noticed is this massive sunroof, which does look really cool. And I feel like on the road,
I'm actually really comfy. I'm not going to lie to you. This Napa leather, I reckon I could go for a sleep in here.
Yeah.
Look at this as well, right? So let's test this out because this is good quality. Check this, because sometimes you do get cheap cup holders, but there's something about the quality there. I mean inside's not great. Inside's not great, but
I don't know.
This bit's kind of nice. But then we got that bit there, bit of feltage. I never know what you're going to do in that.
No, I don't know.
It's not enough depth.
I like the pockets. I feel like more just gives you more options.
Yeah, but that's what I think they're going above and beyond. So
I know. So this is my leg room, and that seat is all the way back to like a normal adult position, and just the knee room of that is really nice.
I know.
There is a lot there. Heated seats in the back, which is really nice to see.
Now this is pretty cool. You've got a little bit of technology here. Touch lights on and off.
So overall, I feel like the positions of the back seats is just a little bit lower, so you're almost slightly reclined, and it's just a really comfortable place. The front seats just feel far enough away that it's just going to be just a nice place to be. I mean, I'm happy with these back seats.
What else can we do?
Like their Christmas decorations.
Let's rate them.
Rate them. I'm going to say -4. Right, yeah, so we're at BYD obviously, and we're just waiting because customers are with the car and I don't know what to film. So, Ollie, what's your favourite BYD?
I still like the plug-in hybrid CLU DMI. I think that's a really good one with the bigger battery. I love the saloon, but if I had to choose one right now, you're pushing me for an answer. I'd go for that in black. You know, the CLU Excellence in black.
The CLU? That's
CLU
not,
Saloon.
That's not a CLU.
No,
it's just a seal.
The Seal Saloon, that's what I'm trying to say. They're all called Seal. Seal.
Why are they all called seals?
Do you know what's weird?
What's their obsession with seals?
I don't know. But I don't know. If you've been to SeaWorld, you'll probably understand why, because seals are incredible, intelligent creatures of the sea.
I don't think they are. Aren't they just dogs of the sea? Right. Can anyone tell me why BYD call all their cars from something out the sea? I don't know.
I think it's to do with the Chinese versions because they're called the Ocean series over in China.
Why though? They're not in the ocean. Alright if there were boats.
Yeah, but because when cars are electric now, they all want to start thinking of ways that's good for the environment, and a lot of brands go, oh, I know, the sea, marine wildlife and stuff like that.
Yeah, cars, nothing to do with the sea.
I know, but they think of sustainability, don't they? It's like, how many cars? This is made from recyclable fishnets.
Recyclable?
They love a recyclable fishnets. What's this? Recyclable fishnets. What's this?
Fishnecks.
That's what I want to see. Fishnecks.
Okay, so that's been our little episode on this BYD Sealion 7, and I do like the car. I think it's a great option for sort of like a mid-size SUV, which there's loads coming on the market, isn't there, Ollie? What's your verdict? Would you recommend this car then?
I think I will. And chatting to the guys at BYD, they're seeing a lot of sales, a lot more people being interested and seeing the brand, trying the cars out. And as we have shown you today, the quality of the interior of the Sealion 7, I'm sure it's going to drive just like the other BYDs out there. We will drive this later on our channel, so get sub to Car Chat TV. If you like the episode, throw us a like. Let us know what you think about the Sealion 7 in the comments below, and we will see you on the next one. If you've made it this far, thank you ever so much for watching. I've just popped up 2 more videos on your screen that you also may like. If you do watch one, let me know what you think.